now recording.
We're getting in a groove.
We're getting in a groove, yeah.
We're getting in the Emperor's New Groove, which is not today's episode.
God, that movie's so good, though.
It is, though.
It's actually so good. Probably top 5 childhood
Bro,
movies.
Kronk's New Groove, though, also a vibe.
I don't
remember it enough.
Remembering that fondly. I remember watching it and being okay with it.
What's his name? Cusco? Cusco?
Yes.
Cusco.
Cusco's
He's a
poison.
llama, and I used to love llamas. Like, I had a little... Wait, my blanket is a llama blanket. See that?
You're a llama blanket.
But so I used to love that movie because I was like weirdly obsessed with like llamas, and I think it's just because like the word starts with 2 L's, and I thought that was cool.
At Lizzie Llama. Follow her on Twitter at
Llama.
Lizzie Llama with 2 L's and then Lizzie.
Oh yeah,
You should spell Lizzie with 2 L's.
Yeah, she did.
I think
No.
I think I
No,
did.
it's Lloyd. Lloyd. I named you.
That's a reference I don't get.
Wait, that's a reference that I've definitely
the
know.
Lego Ninjago movie.
That's where it's from. I knew.
Bro, everyone forgets about that movie, and it's fucking amazing, and it makes.
I
me
actually
sad.
haven't seen it.
I heard
I
it
think
was
that
dark.
scene was in the trailer.
There exists no bad Lego movie.
You're absolutely right.
What about Lego Movie the Second?
That's interesting. That you
second
I don't
part.
acknowledge
Lego
Lego movie the second's just existence.
I
It's
didn't
bad.
watch that one.
It was A-OK.
It's
champ.
really bad.
I don't think it's really bad. It's just
It's interesting
A-OK,
that you
champ.
bring up
It's
the
really
Lego
boring.
movie, Aiden, because wait, hold on. Let me check my facts before I start saying things because I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Well, you got me all hyped up, and now I'm a little.
Yeah. Now we're just gonna sit here.
Yes, okay,
There's a mistake.
because the Lego
There's a
movie
mosquito
was directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who also directed some other thing, or created rather.
What other thing did
What
they
other
create,
thing, Joseph?
Well, you see, it's a story. Way back in the 1980s, a secret government.
Just do it. Just
Yeah,
go.
please
Just
continue.
keep going. Just keep going.
Secret government employees dug up famous dudes and ladies and cloned them using genetic copies. Well, now the clones are sexy teens now, and they're gonna make it if they try. Learning, loving, sharing, judging. It's time to laugh, shiver, and cry.
Clone high.
Snaps.
Today on a very special episode of Dude You Haven't.
Today on a very special episode.
There's no
of
twang.
There's a twang.
Episode of Dude You Haven't, we will be doing exclusively.
We were talking about doing that now that Lizzie has a mic.
This is Aiden's microphone, and
She
he
has a
sent it to
microphone
me,
now.
That's so
and I feel special.
Aiden's the only one who doesn't have a snowball because he's a loser. He has an XLR mic.
Imagine
What a loser.
Imagine spending hundreds of dollars on a microphone and a mixer combo. Look at this dude right here.
Imagine
Hey, but-
spending hundreds of dollars on a
That-
microphone and then not buying a mixer so you can't use it. What a loser.
What a fucking idiot!
What an idiot.
I'm talking about
That's
myself.
that guy.
Him
that would
getting
be
a
me, that
mic
would-
got me a mic, so
That's
there's
true.
that.
Yeah, Lizzie's on my team today.
That's
For once.
a very rare occurrence.
That's new. This is
really
Lizzie.
new.
It's nice to be on the same team. Wow, I'm honored.
Yeah, you should be.
Wow.
This is new. What do we have?
How many character arc is
over
that?
here? Is there like
We
a?
have
Is there like a?
We have
mom?
water, and it's very real.
That's cap. That's cap.
You lost me.
That's cap.
Lizzie, you had me. I have to retire from the team respectfully. It was an honor. It was a great
No, You're
time.
just not a.
My
my
agent
level.
says I can't. But my agent says I can't drink fake water. I'm really sorry.
It's not fake water. You're just not realizing the truth. You haven't gotten to that step yet. Therefore, you should not be
I mean,
on my team.
Ow.
look, I understand. But seeing as the election results yielded and Wellesley Farms Water did not get elected president, it doesn't exist. And we've been over this. It's okay.
Right.
I understand. Like, thank you for participating. I'm just gonna.
You haven't reached my level. You just haven't reached my level of knowledge. You're
of
just
transcendence.
you're just not there yet. You're
Oh,
not
Elizabeth
there.
Booth, my great Prometheus of knowledge! What bountiful fire of water have you brung to spring upon me today?
Fire
Damn,
of
I
water.
really just got full named right there.
You mean a
full
font of
named.
water?
I just got to use the word Prometheus in passing, and that makes me really happy.
I'm proud of you.
I mean, it worked.
Did you really use it in passing though? I mean,
I guess, yeah, I don't. It's a bit
I mean-
in passing.
I'm just gonna walk by someone and be like, Prometheus, and then just walk away.
But that's like, there's no context to like support it. Like you're just dropping it. Anyone can do
So
that.
it has to be both in passing and contextual.
Yes.
What?
sounds interesting. I think.
God, you know, I
like
accept
within
this
casual
challenge. I
conversation,
accept this challenge, Joseph.
and like not within a bit. I'm okay. I'm excited.
I need you to have like a camera on yourself 24/7. And
Yeah,
that
no.
way,
Picture it didn't
we
happen.
need-
Video or
like-
it didn't happen.
I'm gonna get a
No.
GoPro that like sticks out over my shoulder.
Yeah, you need.
Hey, so Clone High?
Were you not going to introduce it?
So yes, hello, welcome
forgot
to
about
the
that.
Dude You Haven't podcast, the show where some of us have seen the thing and some of us haven't seen the thing, and then we all watch the thing. Some of us for the first time, and then we talk about it. Today we'll be talking about Clone High. Spoilers for Clone High, probably, most likely,
Probably.
yeah, definitely.
There's only one thing to spoil.
yeah, I guess so, but like still,
Unless you care
Yeah,
about...
Rip Ponce de Leon.
Unless you care
One
about
true-
Ponce de Leon. 1471.
So yes,
I don't give a fuck about the rest of it. Rip Ponce de Leon, the only character that matters.
You're absolutely right. So I'm your host, Joseph. As always, I'm
Joseph.
accompanied by, I don't know who goes after me, but you guys figure that out.
It's me, Aiden Hal of Terrace. I'm Dan Kuso. Bakugan.
I didn't get
I'm gonna
that
kill
reference,
myself.
I'm
Jordan,
sorry.
can you go?
I didn't get that at all. Aha! It's me.
I watched
It's
the
Jordan.
Bakugan intro today, and now I want to watch Bakugan again. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's fine. I didn't. My intro doesn't matter. Next white person.
It matters to me. Oh my God, Jordan!
Jordan!
You can't do that on the podcast.
He's joke. Okay. Next person.
AKA Jordan. Speak your name.
You're not Jordan.
I'm not Jordan. I'm Lizzie, and I can do ASMR now.
What if we all just awkwardly hold our microphones and it like won't sound good?
Wait, can I hold
That's
it like
actually
a
a good
wine
idea.
glass?
I think we should all do that.
I'm letting my
I can't
microphone
wine
air
glass.
it. Yeah, what a loser. Look at this loser who can't wine glass.
Wine glass.
I'm caressing it.
Is this really how
Um,
people hold wine glasses though? Like
I
you hold
I think you're supposed
the
to hold it
stem.
like, yeah, you're supposed to hold it like this to not
You're
warm the
supposed to hold
wine.
stem. Yeah,
But I hold it like this because it makes me feel fancier.
I mean it has a fancy vibe.
Hello, cool cats and kittens. Welcome to my wine tasting class. So today, we're looking at the well, two of you have the 2014 Snowball Ice. Well, one of you has the regular. I don't know what year Snowball. We pulled that out of the back room. I'm sorry, Jordan. But really, if you'll just kind of give it a twirl, give it a light, just really sniff, get into the aroma. Let it enter your system for the first time. You should be getting a little bit of a musky metallic hint. This bit has gone on long enough. Can you introduce yourself?
Oh, right. I technically didn't introduce myself. My name is Jordan.
That's cool.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, alright. So we're talking about Clone High. I think we said that like 3 times
Lizzie
already.
didn't introduce herself.
She
I did,
Oh,
didn't
wait.
I? Well,
No,
okay.
you
I'm
said
Lizzie.
Jordan
Hi.
go.
Yeah, but then I said I'm Lizzie. But like whatever, I'm Lizzie.
Oh.
Hello. Okay.
Gang
All
I
right,
Clone
don't know if I
High.
believe you.
Joseph, Jordan, and Lizzie. That's the four of us. If this is your first episode, those are our names.
Wait, you just said Joseph, Jordan, and Lizzie. That's the four of us.
I said Aiden before that. Did I cut out when I said Aiden?
Yeah, I guess you did.
Aiden doesn't exist.
Can't say where the road goes.
I also didn't hear Aiden.
Okay,
And I
Aiden,
almost
Joseph,
said
Jordan,
Aiden
and
didn't come
Lizzie.
through. Aiden didn't come through.
I said Aiden. It didn't pick me up for some reason.
I invaded her bay of pigs, if you know what I mean.
I knew someone was gonna do a JFK impression, and I figured it was gonna be Aiden.
Mm-hmm.
I have
But
so much to say about JFK's voice, but we'll get there.
he's voiced by Chris Miller,
That's majestic.
one of the creators.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Okay.
Joseph,
But-
what are we talking
Ayara.
about today?
Clone High, as I said,
you did
it was
say
a show that aired on MTV in like 2000 something. I don't know the exact year.
Wow, you did your research
and
for your
then-
own show, 2002, dumbass.
2002,
Whoa,
and
I
then
was
got canceled
one.
for reasons. Yeah, 2 years after I was born. And it has since gained a cult following. And we're talking about it, and we watched it. So I guess episode 1, Escape to Beer Mountain, Oh Rope of Sand. What are your? Oh, I guess I should say I'm the only one who's seen this before, right?
Correct.
Aiden's twirling his mustache. Yeah,
Correct.
everyone else hasn't seen it before. I watched this like my freshman year of high school, and I haven't watched it since. So there's some
Wait.
things I didn't remember.
Wait, you watched this show while at Saints and didn't tell me about it?
I did tell you about it, and you're like, "That sounds like a weird show. It's about clones going to high school." I told you and Jeff about it when we were walking to Jack in the Box. I remember specifically I was talking about it.
Okay. Anyways,
I mean,
episode
I wasn't good at like pitching or like selling
True.
shows to people at that point.
True,
so,
you're
like, you
still
probably
not.
Didn't watch it.
You're still not.
I'm not.
I'm watching things because of the podcast, not because you recommended them.
Exactly. But anyways, episode 1. Who wants to go first?
I'm looking at you, Aiden.
I guess I will. I have like an overall statement of like really just so I like really liked the show, and I had a lot of notes for episode 1 and 2, and then I slowly descended from note taking to just writing quotes down. Like the show was really funny overall, but like it honestly kind of lost me at points because it felt kind of repetitive, so only like the strongest moments kept me enthralled. And that may be because I watched it in rapid succession, but I did really like it. But that is
Yeah,
my
that's
like
fair.
initial like how I reacted to it. But also all the quotes in here are just fucking incredible. First of all, I just want to say, Abe's sideburns, they are indeed working. His sideburns did it. That's how you become sexy, with sideburns. Tobuscus taught this many years ago.
I thought you were
I love
definitely doing, like,
Gandhi.
your middle school sideburns.
Yes. Ooh.
Gandhi's great.
Yeah, Gandhi's awesome. I love that Cleopatra's like, "Who are you?" He's like, "I gave you my kidney. We lived together for like 10 years." Kind of hate her, but the growing concern among the secret board of shadowy figures. I love them. I love it. The best part of the entire first episode to me was Scudworth's drawer of pirate hats.
The paper folded pirate hats, yes.
Get off my dinghy. Not you.
Not you. Get off
There's
my
so
dinghy.
many memes with people just doing crappy Clone High JFK voices, and they're just like reading meme text. There's so many of
It's
them.
so funny. Like the story of episode 1 is literally like it's like super bad. It's literally
it's just like a
Superbad in an
high school
episode.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to get beer, and he gets non-alcoholic beer, which I thought was funny as
So
fuck.
good.
And I love the cop. And these pot stickers aren't made with real crab. I stand corrected.
I enjoy the humor of the show a lot, which I think
I
is
do
like,
too.
which
It's
is
the-
important because like it's like the main thing.
It's the strongest point of the show.
Um,
Otherwise, anyways, it's Aiden's turn.
Yeah. I love the 3 main characters. Kennedy's got hella cheeks. I guess there's 5 main characters, but like I meant Gandhi, Joan, and Abe.
Yeah.
But Kennedy's just got hella cheeks. I can't. That's all I could focus
He
on
is
for like
dummy thick.
half of it was his fucking gazunga lahunga of a cheek, bro. It's a dump truck. It's a double wide ham sandwich. Okay, I'm good.
like how
That's
they
like
made
it for
Kennedy
my thoughts on the
super
first episode.
thick.
I loved it. I had a great time with it. Very fun. Very cool.
Very
You
cool.
want
Thank
very
you, Kanye.
different thoughts?
I'm excited.
Yeah, you can
to
go
hear your
ahead.
thoughts.
I'm usually the hottest takes, so go ahead.
I think I might have some hot takes on this show.
Uh-oh.
Overall,
Uh-oh, stinky. Okay,
it
go on.
felt like, okay, the beginning I didn't like, and the ending I didn't really like. But I liked the middle of the show.
I also
But-
didn't like the ending, Lizzie.
Yeah, no.
But
For me, the
first
show ends
episode-
when.
When?
Yeah, yeah. So
If you know, then you know.
I think I know. But anyways, the first episode, it took me a long time to like get into the style of the show. So like for the first episode watching it, I was like, interesting. Like, I could appreciate certain elements, but even like the art style took me a little bit to like get accustomed to. Like I
May
was
I
like,
just say
I've
about
seen-
the art style?
I've seen Total
Clone High
Drama-
walk so Total Drama Island can run.
Yeah,
Okay. That's
yeah.
all I'm saying.
I've seen Total Drama Island Action World Tour. I even saw the reboot with the all new cast. I am used
Alright,
to the art.
campers.
I was
Listen up.
it was interesting though. Like I was like, huh. The funniest thing to me when I was just like getting accustomed to the show is the fact that like Joan of Arc, her like surname was of Arc. Like not just like Arc, it was like of Arc. And like everybody just called her of Arc. Like and I was just like I kinda love that.
Miss
It always took me
Booth.
out when they
also-
referred to her by her last name, and it was
Yeah.
just of Arc.
And they really only did that like in the beginning of the show if I remember properly. Like,
There
they
was
didn't
once,
do
like,
No, it
it
was
towards
another
the
time.
end.
Yeah, it was towards the end.
maybe. Yeah.
Aiden's
But
raising
a
his
lot
hand.
of it was yes, Aiden.
Can I interrupt for just a moment? I just found out that Total Drama Island is Canadian, and my mind.
You didn't know that?
I don't know if I can record the rest of this podcast because I've just suffered a mental like strike of such girth that I don't know what to think anymore.
I don't
Chris
know what
McLean is
show
Canadian.
you are talking about.
Total
But
Drama Island.
I
Dude,
don't know.
you haven't seen Total.
I have not.
That's mind blowing. This is mind blowing information. I want
Lizzie,
another
I love
excuse
you
to watch.
because we're gonna get to watch it
We're
because
gonna.
of you.
We're,
Oh no! I actually haven't watched Total
And now
Drama
I'm
Island. I just
stressed.
like I'm familiar with it.
Look at these dudes. What? That show is straight heat. What?
I'm sorry. I'm very excited.
I'm so
I
excited
remember
for
listening
that.
to it as a kid because it was like too like teenish. For
Oh my
me,
God,
and
it
I
was.
very into like little kid things when I was little.
Have I seen any of it? I don't
Joseph
think
didn't
I-
hit puberty till like 16, so like that's really understandable.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not even.
I don't know
Oh, I
if
burped.
I might know what this is, but I don't think I know what this is.
Well, I guess we may
It's a
or may not
Cartoon
be
Network
talking
show.
about that at some point
God,
in the
we-
future.
We have to
so-
get to it then.
Okay. The only other thing that I wanted to say, like, generally about the beginning of the show was that I found the concept really funny. Like, I liked, like, the whole theme song, I liked it. I liked, like, the concept of the show. I thought it was, like, really funny. I just didn't necessarily vibe with it for, like, a while. But, like, even from the first episode, like, I really, like, liked the concept. Those are my
Yeah.
thoughts.
I didn't think you would vibe with it, or I had a feeling you wouldn't. Which is why I was interested to hear your takes.
Yeah. There were parts that I really liked, though, which I think we'll get to. But
It definitely has like MTV humor.
Right. No doubt.
I woke up in the middle of the night last night and I thought I couldn't smell anymore. And so I sprinted
Isn't that a
into
symptom
Jake's
of
room.
COVID?
Yeah, I got freaked out because I handed him my candle and I went, look, I can't smell this at like 3 in the morning. And the cap was on. I just thought everyone should know that. It smells really good, so I'm enjoying it.
That's a very in character moment,
That's
if I do
so
say so.
in character.
Yeah, I'm just a scripted being. I'm not real.
He's an Oblivion NPC.
The show gave me very Jenny the Teenage Robot vibes.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
I
Like
barely-
art wise.
That show I barely remember.
I
God.
remember liking it, but I don't remember it
Particularly
anything
liking
specific
it.
about it. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I love Jenny the Teenage. She was Jenny, and she was a teenage robot.
That
We're gonna get
also
into
had a
seeing
good
the
theme
theme
song.
song.
I like the theme song of Clone High a lot, but that's just because it's very similar to my music taste.
Yeah.
Abandoned
no, I could tell.
Pools kind of slaps.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Kids theme song is like one of the hardest
Friends.
slapping
You mean
intros ever.
Imaginary
Friends.
Did I not
I
say
also
Imaginary
really
Friends?
like.
You said
You said
kids.
Imaginary Kids.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
There
gonna
you
go jump off a bridge. I'll be right now.
Imaginary Kids.
Yeah.
Look at
If
all
you
these.
jump off a bridge, can you really be right back?
Wait, what was
Bungee
that?
cord, bitch.
I said if you jump off a cliff, can you really be right back?
Aiden's got durable legs.
He'll
I
be
think
with
he can
us
take it.
in spirit. Get it?
Damn.
Because that's literally
I
in
want to said
spirit.
bungee cord
Hold
because
up.
Gay would fall and come back. Never mind. That's
I see.
No, I got it. I just didn't think it was funny.
Oh!
Shit. Tip my hat, sir. God damn.
Jesus, savage Christ.
You know, it be like that. So, hey,
He's just
Jordan,
kidding.
what did you think about the
Yes,
show?
let's hear your takes.
First of all, I'm bleeding from my lip because I'm a dumbass. Let's not look at that.
What'd you do?
I bit it off.
I can't even see it. so
Love
you're
it when I
fine.
do that. I do that way more often than I care to admit.
Okay,
I mean,
I'm
I
gonna
love it when you call me Big Papa.
spread it all
Technically.
around. Anyways, so let me go down my notes and just give you a couple things that I liked. One, Joan of Arc was Gwen before Gwen. Hell yeah.
Yes.
She's also played by Shigo.
Oh, that's
She is.
Really?
That's where I was like, I know I've heard her voice before. It was Shigo.
straight perfection. Then there's just straight perfection. Anyways, let's see. I love the totally not Take on Me in the background of JFK's hotline call. It was definitely not Take on Me. If you guys remember it. Oh, let me. What else? And that's it. No, no. I mean, I also liked Mr. Butlertron as a character.
Oh, I love him.
Mr. Butlertron, and every time he said things with the deadpan robot voice, it was pretty epic. Where aren't my bitches? That's epic. I didn't recognize a lot of the bands, but when I heard Dashboard Confessional, I'm like, let's fucking go. Dashboard Confessional was a great artist, or at least, I mean, is he still technically making music? Anyways, Dashboard Confessional. I liked Dashboard Confessional while I was a freshman in emo. So that's there you go. There's your good things.
Hey.
First weird thing, not necessarily a bad
Alright.
thing. I think I need a better understanding of the world building as to believe why Gandhi was voiced by a white dude or sounded like a complete white dude.
Was he voiced by a white dude? I mean, I don't know.
He actually is voiced by a white
okay.
guy.
I can see that. Or yeah.
Because it fit the character. I mean, his voice really fit his personality.
Right. Could they not?
I don't think necessarily that a voice actor has to be the same color as the actor they're playing purely because of like performance and how they want it to sound or what they're trying to go for necessarily.
So you're telling me if they wrote an Indian guy, or if they had an Indian voice actor, had him voice Gandhi, and then they couldn't have possibly made it as interesting of a character?
That's not what I'm saying at all. But they didn't have him have an Indian accent at all. Like it wasn't a white guy
No, I know.
pretending
No, I know.
Yeah.
to people who are different colors and born in a place where English is spoken tend to have an English accent. It's like how people of different colors born in Britain sound British. Your skin color doesn't matter.
No, I know.
What
I'm just
you sound like.
No, I'm not saying it was an issue for the casting. It was just I feel like I missed the background information as to why he talks the way he does.
What do you mean?
Was he raised by white people?
He was raised by Jewish
Yes, he's
people.
raised by 2 Jewish people.
Jewish.
Oh, yeah, his parents. I love his parents.
I love his parents.
But why doesn't he
It's
talk?
so funny.
But why doesn't he talk like them? Is it because he's surrounded? Because he was more so surrounded by the people, by like peers.
I
mean,
What
yeah,
you sound like
probably.
compiles from everything around you.
Yeah.
Because like my entire family's from Brooklyn, New York, and I don't have a Brooklyn, New York accent, just like everybody in my family does.
Yeah, my dad's from Connecticut, and I don't say water.
What?
Okay,
I don't
then-
say
Oh
water.
yeah,
I don't say that. I say water.
my
Okay.
dad said water.
Okay,
I
if
don't,
they
that's not a Connecticut
He didn't
thing.
have like a thick accent, but he would say he had he used to have a heavy East Coast accent back in like the day, and it was it left in hints like around the time
Yeah,
I was.
I feel like that
born
happens
and-
a lot.
That's so
It does.
weird. I didn't
Where
know
like
Connecticut
you lose the
people-
accent, but certain words like stay.
That's crazy.
Well, my dad lived in Connecticut, but like they did a shit ton of business and like grew up in like I guess more New York setting and stuff. Very East Coast harbor. The harbor.
Yeah. Apparently, the only word that I say that makes me sound like a New Yorker is how I say horrible, because I don't say
Horrible.
I
horrible.
noticed
Horrible.
that.
It's
I was
horrible.
noticing
It's
that.
horrible. Yeah.
People always
Fucking
call
But
me
it's
out
very
for
subtle.
it, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yours
I don't
isn't
know.
as
It's
pronounced.
Yeah,
Your
it's
horrible
a
is not
subtle
as pronounced.
one.
It's I've heard
Horrible.
horrible.
horrible. I
Would you
don't
like
know.
to shit? It's horrible.
Back to the show.
Yes,
Then-
sure, go
Then
on.
what's the world building reason as to why JFK talks the way he does?
Because he's JFK.
I just think they wanted to do a
Because he's a
JFK
Kennedy.
impression. I'm gonna be honest.
It's
I
just kind
don't.
of funny.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't imagine that they did a whole lot of like looking into the world building. Like, I imagine they just found a weird premise and they're like, okay, and then like
Let's
they
give
use that as, like,
let's
a
give
setup for-
some
Like, it's
let's
parody.
let's give some characters the voice of the way they would have spoken in history, and then some characters let's whitewash them.
Well, I
Well,
think
can I be real with you? I think if they tried to throw a like Indian dude into that, they would have been slammed because it would have just been like
It's
a
2002.
little more racist, I guess.
It's-
I don't know. Well, dude, I don't think there needs to be a world building reason in a really tiny comedy driven animated show that doesn't obey the law of physics or like real science anyway.
I know, right? Remember when Abe died like 4 times in one episode?
Wait, can I actually say something about the voice actors real quick?
Okay.
I love that.
Actually like one of the things that popped out to me when like watching the show, even the first couple episodes, was wow, the voice actors are really good. Like, I don't know about like reasons why they were cast or anything, but they were really good at like the roles that they played. Like, I was like, this is probably my favorite thing about like the production of the show is how good the voice actors are. Like, it was very convincing, and like their performances were very enthralling to me. I really like the voice actors.
Yeah, I think
I agree.
the voices fit the character. But I Jordan, I understand like what you're saying or like where you're coming from, but I think that more becomes like having like white people like play characters of color. Like, I think that more becomes an issue when it's like only white people playing characters of colors versus like other characters. Like, it's like a bigger thing. I don't think it's an issue when it's like a single instance, but more like because it's a thing that keeps happening. And I'm sure that was a problem back in 2002. But I do think that's a thing that's the industry is becoming more diverse these days.
I should hope so. But again, like these, like most of my like issues that I have with the show, are completely subverted if I just turn my brain off and watch it as a comedy, because it is, and so
Yeah.
it's really not a thing. It's just I'm just voicing my thoughts as I came up with them. That's all. Secondly, I was not really comfortable with the Eleanor Roosevelt portrayal. That was a little weird that they made her.
That also made me uncomfy.
Yeah.
That wasn't this episode though, was
When
it?
was
That
that?
was this first episode.
That was
the
in
first
the
episode.
basketball episode, I believe, right?
That was this
Wasn't
episode.
that the first?
That was this episode.
That was this episode?
Why did I put it
I
in
think
episode
it is
1
in the
notes?
first episode.
Why did I put it in the episode 1
Can
notes?
you remind me what happened with her?
Yeah, remind me
Very
what
far
happened.
away.
I don't fucking remember. Let's see. Episode. This probably had to do with... No, I actually don't fucking remember. But this was this episode. I rarely ever go back and write notes from later episodes into previous episode sections.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember exactly.
Why would I
Oh,
see...
the PE
that
teacher.
moment.
She
Yeah.
was the PE teacher.
Yeah,
Oh wait, was that this episode?
Why,
that was
why
this
did you
episode.
not like? What did you not like about that?
I mean, like, it's weird to portray her as like a, you know, like a kingpin. She looked like Kingpin. You know what I mean? And then she was like, irritable and loud and mean. You know what I mean? And the real Eleanor Roosevelt, upon a quick Google search, she was like perfectly fine. Apart from the anti-Semitism, but it was the 1930s.
I mean,
Of
they're
course
all.
it was. But still,
They're all just like she never comes back.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
a-
No, it's just a thing. Like, it's just a thing. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
agree
Only
that
thing I-
that bit did kind of make me uncomfy.
Right? Could they not have?
Oh, when it really reminded me of the Bugs Bunny animation by, is it Narmak or is it
Not a Mac animation. Yeah.
yeah, is it Narmak where it's got the give me that pussy, boy.
I don't know what you're
Have
talking
you never
about.
seen that?
I don't think
There's
I
a
have.
really
a little
like
bit
there's a
uncomfortable.
really like there's a weird ass Bugs Bunny animation and it reminded me of that
Have
because she
you-
was like, walk away slower, darling.
Have you guys seen the SpongeBob anime episode he did? Oh, it's so good. It's ridiculously
have.
good. Oh. Anyways,
But that's besides the point.
yeah,
yes.
that's okay, no, that's about it. That's all I basically had. Host.
Yeet. Episode 2.
Cool.
Host.
Yes. Okay.
Host, you're supposed
Wait,
to
hold
transition
on.
us into the next episodes. That's the...
Do I have opinions on this episode?
No one asked. I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding.
Joseph, what are your opinions on this episode?
I mean, I don't know. It's a fairly like it kind of just sets up that this is like kind of like a parody of like high school movies and high school like TV shows and dramas, but with like historical figures for whatever reason. And like I think like the generic premise like lends itself well to that because it's just super bad. And I think there was like an episode of like Freaks and Geeks that was also fairly similar to this.
Add that to the list of things Jordan watched because he was simping. Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah.
Anyways, go on.
Okay, but that's a good show.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. But yeah. Anyways, episode 2, Election Bluegaloo.
Yes, I see what they did there.
This is the episode I have a story related to.
Oh, do tell.
Please.
Okay, it's really not that exciting of a story, but I think it's kind of funny. So, first of all, I guess, like, should I give my opinions on this episode? I don't want to, like, jump. Maybe Aiden should give his opinions, and then, like, I will give my opinions and tell my story, because they're connected.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, bro.
If you wanted to go first. Unless I just put you
I
on the
don't
spot.
care.
I don't think it matters
I
who
just
goes
want to know what
first.
you're gonna say. So you go first.
You've been keeping us in
Okay, okay,
suspense since
okay.
before we started recording.
Okay. Well, this is probably one of my favorite episodes. Like, I actually genuinely like the end of this episode, because I really like the Marilyn Manson stuff. Like, I thought that was really funny, and so that's what my story specifically has to do with. So there's the part where Marilyn Manson says something, and JFK does the whole like, "I'm gonna respond by taking my shirt off" line or whatever, and like, okay. That line, I'm watching the show and I get to that line and I don't think I've seen a lot of like media about Clone High or like anything like that. Like, I don't think I've seen a lot of the memes or anything like that. But I got to that line and I was filled with like an overwhelming sense of I've heard this before. And so, as I kept listening to like JFK, I was like, I know somebody who references this show. And there was another line later on. I think it was the he might even said it twice.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
That's a meme. That was a meme for a while.
It was there was one other line, I wrote it down. It was in the Raisins episode, and I think it might have been
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Yes, okay.
Thunder.
Both of those lines.
California's finest.
Duh. Go on.
The Magic Man episode, and then line, and also the taking my shirt off line. I knew somebody who said that all the time, and it was driving me crazy because I had to discover who I know who says this all the time. And I'm not kidding you. Like, I'm not lying to you when I say I Snapchatted like 12 people, and just with like the line, have you seen Clone High? And they all wrote back, no. And so then I'm like, okay, I'm not telling you to watch it. I just need to know if you know anybody who said these two specific things, because it was driving me insane. It was like you know, like it's like the Just Breathe thing, right? Like you hear like a song lyric, and like you just need to know what the song is, right? It was in my head. No, it was in my head. It was driving me insane. So I finally realized that it might have been one of my friends who I play video games with a lot, but we haven't played in a while. So I texted him. He didn't text me back, and I was so stressed.
Ghosted.
So I texted his friends, and I was like, you need to let me know if he's seen this show. And they were like, I don't know if he's seen this show. And I'm like, you need to let me know if you've ever heard him say one of the two of the following things. And I wrote it out.
Yeah.
And they were like, whoa, he says that all the time. And I was like, yes.
Does he say it with the voice, or does he just say the quote?
He says it with the voice.
I like your funny words.
100%. It was 100% like just a revelation. He said, like, we played Overwatch all the time, like over the summer, and like he would say it all the time. I needed to remember that. I needed to go back to that experience and like remember that. Like it just something I needed to solve.
I appreciate your dedication.
Can I ruin that for you? As like, especially because you said it happened this summer. Those 3 lines are like really big TikTok audios. No, not at all.
TikTok audios?
Yes. When I started the first episode and I heard JFK, I went, "This is the Magic Man show, isn't it?" I knew because I love that quote. Because it's funny. Like it's dumb.
Never
That's a good quote.
But
I don't
sundials, solar beams, Luga, California's finest, all for you to smoke. I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Maybe that one.
But
I have seen that in like a couple of TikToks.
I don't have TikTok.
I've seen them on TikTok, on Instagram.
Yeah, but your friend, yeah.
I swear, it was driving me insane though. Like it was something I truly just had to solve. Like I truly needed to solve this mystery. And that was like my biggest feeling about Clone High.
Because we got a new mystery solver on our hands.
I have no idea if that was an interesting story, but like that was what was in my head the entire show at that point. Like I was like, who says this? Who does it?
I think your delivery made it interesting.
Sam,
can I leave for like 20 minutes to go listen to Just Breathe by Pearl Jam for like 5 times in a row?
Yeah, okay, we'll just do the podcast without you. It's fine.
Yes, understand.
oh yeah, that's right. We didn't ask for your opinions, so you can just go, obviously. Just like no one asked for me to ruin every show.
But yeah, overall, I liked Marilyn Manson in this episode. Also, okay, there was something, food song? I don't remember what that was, but I wrote
food pyramid song?
Marilyn Manson's food song. Oh, I remember now.
When he sings about the food pyramid?
Food song. This is the first time I was reminded of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. because I was reminded of that
Oh,
show
I can see that.
several times while watching Clone High. This was the first time I was reminded of "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared,"
Wait,
especially when
several times. Oh wait, I think I know what you're
there
talking
were a
about.
couple times, but there was like the part where there's like the food pyramid where Marilyn Manson's singing, and like I was so reminded of the food episode of "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared." Anyways, that's my thoughts.
I think the best quote of the entire series is in this episode, and it's Kennedy talking to his parents, and he goes, "He was a leader." Oh, I thought it was like JFK was a leader. Oh, I thought he was a macho womanizing stud who conquered the moon.
I think I wrote that quote down too, actually.
I love that. This episode, for some reason, just made me think of Johnny Test and like the red gun. Like all I could think of this entire episode was Johnny Test. It was very Johnny Test like. Like I'm pretty sure him and Bling Bling Boy have an episode where they like fight for class president or some shit. Like
It's been a while since
It's been
I
a
watched
while.
Johnny Test.
Oh yeah,
I love Johnny Test.
it was a good show. It was a good show.
It was funny. I like that the board of secret
Shadowy figures.
Shadowy figures.
yes, the secret board of shadowy figures was sponsored by Puma. I like their branding. They're like, these are catalog only. And then also, how did he get my spaghetti video? I just like that Abe says that. Like it's really great out of context.
Yeah, there's like no like what's his spaghetti video?
Right, I loved that shit. Marilyn Manson was probably the best part of the episode. Just I just fucking and I respond by taking my shirt off. My opponent makes some great points, but he forgets. And Marilyn Manson points and his fingernail gets longer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a doctor. Marilyn Manson.
I really enjoy I enjoy the celebrity cameos for the most part, just because
and
they're like
all
so
voiced
dumb.
by them. The
Yeah.
quality of the celebrity audio recordings is so different. Also,
Actually,
I don't know why. It sounds like they had them all record them from like home, which like they probably didn't
They all
record it in the
phoned them
same
in.
studio. But every single like celebrity voice cameo in the show, like it's not like to say the quality of the rest of it's bad. It just sounds different.
It's different, yeah.
Like, am I crazy in thinking that, or does like it's
I think you
just
might
I
be
didn't
right.
notice that, but I mean, you're probably right.
Joseph,
I am always right. Yeah.
Joseph, your video's lagging. Please leave the call and come back.
Okay, hold on.
You have been voted off the island, Joseph.
I don't think.
All
Yeah,
right.
but he hasn't seen Total
Next
Drama.
on
Why did you
Total
vote me?
Drama Island, Joseph
never
makes
did.
his return. Will Chef eat his ass or will he smoke some grass? Find out next time.
Raisins.
Total
Yeah.
Drama
Island.
Sorry.
Anyways, episode 2. My thoughts. The sound effects for making out are fucking horrific.
Oh,
yes.
they're so gross.
You're correct.
I feel like that's the point, but I'm not sure.
It's very MTV. Thank you for that. Oh, do you know why the grassy knoll flag is always half-mast?
Kaboom.
Wait, was that is that like a question
Yes,
or like a
legitimate.
rhetorical question?
Legitimate.
I didn't even notice
It's
that.
like 100% because it's the Grassy Knoll Cafe. And JFK.
Okay, yeah, but
Later.
like, actually, that's a good point.
I didn't even get that joke.
I like.
Holy crap.
I loved that. And then they had. Did you not notice that all of the art on the wall was how presidents died?
presidents
like they had
died,
the one
yeah.
of Abe
Yeah.
getting
The one
his-
Abe
Yeah.
next to Abe.
because like that was focused
So
on.
good.
What
dude.
a great. I loved that fucking.
That's just good humor.
diner.
That's good humor right there. That's how you
It
make
also
light of the
looked
death
like
of
the Bueno
presidents.
Naco. I just want to point
It
that
did
out.
kind of
It
look like
looks
the Bueno
Naco.
Naco.
From
On the
Kim Possible?
inside, just like with different
Yeah.
colors. Yes.
All right.
Like the layout of it reminded me of Bueno Naco.
Little bit, little bit.
story of how wrong that roof is.
Okay, so
What is that? Everything. Yes, that's right. It's a
You're
naked
making
ball
me
rat.
watch Kim Possible. This is the second time we're talking about Kim Possible in this episode.
Well, I'm your basic average girl, okay, and I'm here to save you.
Anyways,
Sorry,
I think
Jordan, continue.
one of my favorite quotes from the show is also in this episode. One of them, it was the smear campaign video that was last year. Abe said he was 15, but this year he says he's 16. Which is it, Abe?
Which
Oh,
one is
Better
it?
keep your stories
better
straight.
keep your stories.
Oh my god. I love that. I have a picture on my phone that says last year Obama said he was 45. This year he said he's 46. Which one is it, Obama?
Which one is it, Obama?
It just made me so happy to see that.
It's just so
Or
funny
he's never gone on record to say that he doesn't eat
that he
babies.
doesn't eat babies. Let's not vote in this baby-eating liar. Oh my god. Oh, also the CGI of the Extreme Blue mascot. The Extreme Blue mascot was actually like super terrifying. I hope the remake does not make use of CGI ever again.
I feel like that was deliberate though. Like, they
Are you
were,
sure?
Like, making
Okay.
fun of poorly integrated like '90s cool mascots that are CG. Because
That's
otherwise
fair.
they would have just made it 2D.
That's fair, yeah. And that's it. That's all I've got. I just love that the smear the satire on smear campaigns the most.
Yes.
Host
And the dog gets elected president.
And then the
Did
dog
get
gets elected
Oh
president.
yeah, and Cleo has the whole thing with the dog.
Cleo,
Yes.
no. I hate Cleo in this episode.
I thought I
Oh.
actually kind of liked Cleo in this episode because she reminded me of people I know, but like not in a good way.
Wait. Important thought I had. Important. Very nitpicky from the first episode. I forgot to mention it, but this is such a nitpick. But I learned.
You're a nitpick.
You just called me an N-word. Please take that back. Speaking of N-word, we'll get there. So
Oh, I think I know what you're
yeah.
talking about.
That's the, that
Wait,
was
no,
funny.
no, let's get there. Let's get there.
That was so bad,
Let's get there.
but
Let's get there.
also
Let's get there.
kinda
Let's get there. Okay.
Okay.
Very tiny little nitpick. I learned in world history that Cleopatra was a butterface.
I remember we were in the same history
We
class.
were in the same
when
history class. Yeah, our teacher literally said that, what do you call it, supposedly Cleopatra was supposed to be a butterface, and that she didn't necessarily use her sexuality for power like most people portray her, you know?
I mean, that's like
It was
like-
strategic
like
marriages.
popular belief. Also, you brought that up when I told you about it freshman year, and I mentioned that Cleopatra was the popular hot one. You mentioned that.
That's
Oh.
really
Deja
funny.
vu, I've been to this place before.
I'm glad you remember that, because that is a... So Jordan, you haven't changed. Yeah, I guess I haven't changed. And yeah, that's again very tiny nitpick. I feel like they could have pulled a different historical figure at the same time, you know, to
I mean,
to be
yeah, but like,
to be the
But it's
the
an
Heather.
easy, recognizable one
yeah,
that no one really cares.
Yeah,
like generally in like popular culture, people are like, "Oh, Cleopatra's the pretty
she was
one."
she was
Or-
supposed to be a
yeah.
sexy woman of power. Yes.
Yeah,
Supposedly.
even if she actually wasn't, like that's just like.
Are you
like,
saying that powerful
the
women
cultural-
aren't sexy? The power makes the sexy, Jordan. That's what it is, bro. It's not doesn't necessarily have to be the face. The power makes the sexy.
I liked that. That was
Thank you.
I-
Cleopatra, step on me, if you will.
This Cleopatra can step on me. Actual Cleopatra, maybe not. Anyways,
All right, episode 3. This was the ADD episode. I have thoughts about this. Oh, I mean, I don't have any strong thoughts about this episode. I like the
strong
the spoof
thoughts.
Of, like,
That's
the,
Cleopatra. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, but I like the freaking spoof of like the '90s extreme kind of
Oh yeah.
mascots. I like the part where like Gandhi asks what's in the I forgot what the blue thing was called. But he asked what's in it, and they're like, "That's a great question. Have a T-shirt."
Have a
And he's
t-shirt.
like, that totally answers my question.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh my God, I love that
But
shit.
yeah, I don't have any strong thoughts on this episode. I enjoy the humor, as always, as usual. Episode 3, The ADD episode.
The awareness fair of
ADD.
awareness.
Am I dying?
I loved that, but wait, Aiden, you go first.
No, Liz, you go first.
I keep jumping the gun. Okay, fine.
We don't have a
go
set
first.
order.
Wait, Booth, I interrupt you all the time. I don't give a fuck.
It's fine. Yeah. Okay. So the robot, which by the way I called horny robot at this point because
True.
that was the only thing I remembered about the robot.
True.
But the robot at this point goes, "Oh, Wesley, you have ADD," and he goes, "ADD? Am I dying?" I loved that. But I would have loved it more if the whole episode didn't become about that. Like,
Yeah.
'cause I was like,
Yeah, I mean, you saw the episode title, right?
no, I actually didn't.
It's in the YouTube video title. Anyways, go on.
But
I had
like-
to go back like episode 3 because I also forgot that they actually had titles. I went back to write them down.
I didn't write down titles. I didn't observe titles. I didn't pay attention to titles except for like the last episode. But anyways, like I loved the joke and I loved the moment. I didn't love that the whole episode was about it, but by the end, I thought it was really funny with the whole like there's the kissing booth and then like Gandhi goes to the kissing booth and like Cleo won't kiss him and so then Abe kisses him and then she's like, what a homoerotic show of passion or something. I thought it
Kiss
was
a
really
homie.
funny. Yeah, that I thought those bits are really funny. Overall, I didn't necessarily love the episode just because like I was kind of like bored of the joke. Like,
Yeah,
but I liked it.
mental illness is the butt of jokes. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird, dude. But it's 2002.
Yeah.
So ADD and ADHD, it's not a thing I wouldn't make fun of, which I have. It's kind of
And
funny.
you're canceled. I'm just-
Are we gonna cancel it again?
Again?
I'm gonna-
I think this is the
Oh,
third
am I
time.
canceled? Let me count the ways. A 1, a 2, a 3. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
You just gave them a free
But,
advertisement.
yeah.
Anyways, go.
Those were my ideas and thoughts on that episode.
Thoughts? Sorry.
Hey. Whoa. Nice thought.
Nesta.
Damn it.
Thank you, Joseph. I appreciated that.
All right. And Jordan, opinions.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Cristo, my king. Love that. I thought that was funny as hell.
Okay.
I also very much liked. God, I don't have one of the two quotes, but one is I never thought the world would see Abe Lincoln diss Mahatma Gandhi. Oh God, and he's Gandhi also says some quote. He's like, I don't want to live in a world where the bros diss the homies or something. Like he says something. I forgot it. Damn. But it was good.
Unfortunately, I
It
don't
was
remember that
not
one.
my favorite episode. I thought it was like I understand it was an exaggeration, but
Yeah.
some of it felt like too like they were putting the exaggerated ADD bit like too much in my face for like
Yeah.
a
No.
very extended amount of time. Like the Tom Green thing, they really milked. Like,
It was funny the
it
first
was-
time
some
for
of
me.
the bits just go too long. It's an edgy humor show, which so you have to take it as such. And like I like edgy humor,
Duh.
but some of it's just too long. Like they run the bit too long to where it does get kind of like it's ADD and ADHD. It's the least offensive of the like I have something wrong in my brain things. In my
You mean
opinion,
mental illness?
and they still pushed it a little bit, like not even too far, just like too long to where it gets a little like uncomfortable.
It was a little grating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I agree with that because like I really liked the initial joke. Like that was the first time like I genuinely like laughed while watching. Like I like actually laughed, and then I was just like, and I was just like, okay, I get it. I really hope the whole episode.
I get it.
Yeah. I watched it with my girlfriend, and the whole time she was like, haha,
Flex.
that's you. And I was like, yeah, fuck.
Thanks for flexing.
Jordan.
On us single folk.
Oh my
Okay, so episode 3. Episode
I just
3.
want to on the podcast real quick, Jordan. Being in a relationship doesn't make you automatically happy. I
No,
need you to
I've
know
been-
that. I'm depressed as fuck. Ah,
Please
I'm a sad bean burrito.
edit this out. No shit, dude. I'm playing it up for a joke.
Wait, no editing.
Edit
I
that
just want you
shit.
to be happy.
No, seriously. I know that. We've been through this.
Okay, I'll edit it out.
like,
I'll edit it out.
I've known this, and I'm just trying to make a joke.
I know. I was just. Okay, we're good.
Dropping my Mexican candy.
And back.
What's a candy?
Joseph, don't drop your Mexican candy.
What's a Mexican candy?
Too late.
Which one rather?
I don't know the name. Someone was just handing out candy at work a while back, and then I took it.
Did you take candy from a stranger?
Pizza plates in the hot dog.
Anyways.
Okay, but yeah, Jordan.
It took me a bit to get over the way they did Jesus. You know, I mean, eventually it became funny. Eventually, but at first it was like, okay, man. Though it felt like too easy of a joke to make him, you know, like Mexican, right? I felt like that was too easy of a joke. And so they went for it, and then of course I just had to get over it, and then it suddenly became funny. But I did laugh. Be careful with that nail gun, Jesus. Oh God. Okay. I don't know why I put this. If you guys could remind me, lick the book. Do you remember what? Do you
That
remember?
was
Yes,
Seth Green.
Tom
Was
Green.
Tom Green?
Oh
Not Seth
yeah,
Green.
lick the book.
He's staring at the book. Hey, that's my book. Look at the book. Read the book. Lick the book. Lick the book. And then he says, "Lick the book." Too
Oh, yeah.
much.
Yeah.
And then
Way
it got
too
too much. Yeah,
Like
it was
too
funny,
long.
and then it was a little bit too long. But yeah,
It honestly goes more into like the OCD realm even than
Yeah.
ADD, which is why I didn't like it because it was too much repetition. It's not like that. I just fidget
Yeah.
nonstop. Like
Yeah.
you can, yeah.
and then kiss a homie. That's all I've got. Kiss your homies.
Yes.
Kiss your homies. Good
Okay.
night. Yeah.
Always kiss your homies goodnight. Always kiss your homies goodnight.
But Aiden, you haven't
Am I
given
the
me.
only one who like really liked Cleo though? Like I thought Cleo was like a good character. Like I liked Cleo as a character.
As a character? No. I like Heather more. You'll find out who Heather is later. Eventually.
I didn't really like Cleo. I
No.
think I got more used to her by the end.
Right.
I like hated seeing her on screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
It's
I
kind of
every
think-
time because she never really has like a redemption arc.
She
She's
doesn't.
kind of the same thing
Right.
the whole time. And I just
I
didn't.
don't know.
I don't like her.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think her character necessarily merited a redemption arc because she was just like that basic, like manipulative hot girl, and like she's just played the trope, you know. And like I thought that her character was just simple, and like that was kind of what I liked about it. Actually, like for the first half
I've been
of the
hurt
show,
too many times, Lizzie. I've been hurt too many
Yeah.
times. Rose. It hits
Yeah.
close to home.
I
Yeah.
mean, like, she reminded me of so many people I know in real life who I would never
Uh-huh.
want to associate with. But like, that's why I liked her character because she reminded me of so many. Like I don't know. Like I just liked her. I felt like she was like very real.
They
in a way.
understood. They understood.
Yes,
They definitely
she was
understood.
She was realistic.
But like for the first half of the show, she was my favorite character, and for the second half of the show, JFK was my favorite character. Like I
JFK is
enjoyed the scenes that they
very
were in more than
enjoyable.
anything else. But yeah.
I will say I think she accomplishes what her character is supposed to accomplish.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree entirely.
So episode 3, I hate this episode.
Four.
Well, okay, I don't like
Oh, wait,
hate
3.
everything about the episode. But like, I mean, it's just the ADD thing. Like I don't have ADD, but like, I know so many people with ADD, and the way that the show like portrays it is like nothing like how ADD actually is. And then like on top of that, like the joke like aren't even that funny. They just get like annoying and annoying.
Annoying.
And grating.
Annoying. Annoying is a new word.
And for that reason, I'm like, okay, like this isn't even how like ADD is, and then also the jokes aren't funny. So I'm like,
there are severe cases of ADD that do act like that. Like my coworker Robbie, his like two brothers, or like in-law, whatever, something he's related to. They both have like really bad ADHD to where like sometimes they just like literally can't control themselves, like almost like Tourette's in a way. But that's very rare and very severe, and was not at all like accurate to the show.
yeah, like, what was I saying?
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I wanted
This
to build off of
happens.
that, but then like I lost my train of thought. Like every portrayal I see of ADD in media, which isn't often, but like whenever it is, it's like as a joke and like played up to like the nth degree, and like I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, this is a
What is
serious
the-
thing that, like, what do you call it, inhibits some people's ability to learn and, you know, grow in, like, in certain ways. And yeah, no, I get it. I definitely get that.
Like it's always like done
Are you
as like
sure?
a joke, and then like it's never like portrayed accurately, and that annoys me. Which is why this episode bothers me. But there were jokes I like. I do like the initial joke where like Gandhi's like, "Am I dying?" But like it's more like when they like show like symptoms of ADD or ADHD that I'm like, okay, that's not ADD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my thoughts. Episode 4 is the film festival episode.
JFK
I
said
love
casting
this.
couch.
I
JFK
love
said
how
casting
bad
couch.
this was.
JFK said casting couch. JFK said casting couch. JFK said casting couch. Sorry.
He did say that, didn't he?
Yes.
Did you see the pool? They flipped the bitch.
There's a lot of good
I think-
lines in this show.
I think I enjoy Aiden's like portrayal of the lines better than like I did when
The
I watched
actual
the
lines.
show. Like they're coming alive for me. I'm appreciating them more.
I'm glad I can do that for you, Lizzie. Bro, I want to watch Black and Tan so bad now.
I hate it. I hate it.
I want to see Black and Tan come to life. It was so funny. It was good, really funny episode. We did an experimental film section in the film class I took in high school, and literally, that was me looking at experimental film, just like, what the fuck is going on?
It was so
And then,
obvious.
like,
It's
this
so
one-
obvious.
This one girl in my class who who will remain nameless, but her name.
I will not remain named.
Just like anything that was like out of the norm
She was,
was like the coolest thing, and I just didn't get it. At one point, we watched an experimental film where it was like scratched out eyes of a nun, and then like really creepy like fake writing, and that was it on like black and white like film. And she was like, "Wow, that was just so deep," and like really, I just like connected with that. I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
literally how?
Are you shitting? I hate that. I hate that shit. And maybe it's because I'm also like
So
a theater major,
pretentious.
and I deal with grad students who think they're writing the next great like artistic view, when really you're just a dumbass with like this weird ass extended metaphor that doesn't work. And I hate it.
You're really roasting
love
all
that.
grad student majors.
Parents, if your child legitimately has no artistic talent, don't send them to college for it. College for B. Dude, we have so many actors in our acting like program who I'm like, there ain't a chance in hell you're going anywhere. Why are
Yeah.
you here? Who is supporting you and not being like, hey, this might not be for you. Let's send you somewhere else.
This is actually so true.
But that's just
I
one
hope
stage
you never
manager's
see
opinion.
me in a show, Aiden. I
Lizzie-
hope you never
Lizzie,
see
if
me.
you are as talented at acting as you are at drawing, I have absolutely no doubt you are a fantastic actor.
Facts.
Thank
Why are you laughing? That's not even funny. I was just complimenting Lizzie.
Just take the freaking compliment.
Lizzie's an extremely talented artist. You should check out her art on our Instagram at
It's-
Did You Have It?
It's literally on most
Lizzie Waffle
thumbnails.
Productions.
It's on most
Lizzie, I don't
thumbnails.
know your
If-
art account by name, but it's on most thumbnails.
Thank you.
Yes.
Lizzie
It's-
_art _
Support Lizzie.
If you
I
Yes,
also
are,
Joseph's a
feel-
very talented artist who just so happens to draw
Joseph
everything.
is a very
also.
talented artist.
I don't know if they're
I think
right,
you're
but
both
follow
pretty
my
damn
stuff
cute and
anyways.
pretty damn talented.
If I can
just
get a
wanna point
word
that out.
in, if I can get a word in, if you are an
Yes.
avid,
Only one.
if you are cock.
Okay.
Perfection.
Okay, if
Go on.
I can get a word, if you're a follower of the show, you have seen her artwork. She has done pretty much every single like little character in the middle of the thumbnail. Just want to put that out there. Please support her. Lizzie, say your ad again.
Lizzie_art_XX. Also, Joseph did one of them so far, and he's
He did
doing
the Over
more
the Garden
too.
Wall one.
So
Yeah,
And he's doing
Yeah.
the One
Yeah.
Piece, which will already
Yeah.
have come out by this. He did the One
So
Piece.
he
technically,
did
I
the One Piece.
I definitely have done that already.
Okay, it's like I definitely have a PS5.
yes.
Manifest to Aiden.
I can't manifest
longing look.
Thank
I
you.
can't have shit in this house.
Thank you for the support there.
It's fine. I'm mean to you too often, so I have to throw in a little bit of.
I have to
Sometimes
be nice to you sometimes so people don't think I'm a total asshole.
you get one compliment a month, Lizzie.
What were we talking about? Episode 4?
4,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
episode 4.
Oh, yes.
Okay. First of all, I wrote this down, so I guess I'll talk about it now. This show reminds me so much of the game Monster Prom.
I
anybody-
know nothing about Monster Prom.
We're
Heard of
all
it.
playing Monster Prom.
I'm not really
No.
into furries. So like,
No.
We will all be playing Monster Prom at some point. in the
$12
future.
for an American made
It is
or
It is
We'll
worth
torrent it. We'll torrent it. I
It
mean, we'll
is
pay for it.
one of
We'll
the
pay for
most
it.
magical experiences, and this show reminded me of that game. Anyways,
wait, Monster Prom or Monster Prom XXL?
I also don't have that many opinions on this episode. I didn't love it, but it was okay. I thought that Joan's weird movie was pretty funny because, I mean, I find like bad like experimental films to be entertaining because like, I mean, I always vibe with the fact that like people find meaning in the things that they find meaning in. Like, I think that that's a cool thing. But I also think that it's fun to kind of like
She's an
not...
English major. I'm sorry, I love you.
It's okay. But I also think it's kind of funny like that like I don't know, like perceptions of things are like so different. So like one person could be like really into something and you can like have no idea what's going on and you're perceiving the same thing but in completely different ways, and that in and of itself is like really funny to me. Like she was so certain that like
It's so obvious.
yeah, she's like, it's so obvious, everybody's gonna know. And then like that one guy in the audience,
Nostradamus.
Sigmund Freud!
I
No,
know.
Sigmund
Sigmund
Freud!
Freud.
Sigmund
I
Freud!
like
That
that
was
joke.
so
I was gonna bring that up.
By
Like,
far
like,
my
no.
favorite joke in
You,
the
like,
show.
Abe. I loved that. I thought that was so funny because like yeah, like there are people who like will see your perception, I guess, but then there are more people who won't, and like that's kind of what's funny about it. I don't know. I liked that.
Shut up,
and
Sigmund Freud.
I thought it was funny.
So good.
Those are my thoughts on episode 4. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Pause.
So, just like hypothetically speaking, do you think if someone creates something with the intended purpose of deriving a specific like thing from it, then it obviously exists because someone created it to like be perceived as such, right? Like she created that movie because it was supposed to explain her feelings to Abe, and she sees it and we don't because like it is dumb, but that's the point, because the meaning is there for her. But in like big works of literature, if someone derives something that isn't actually there, like not intended by the creator,
Oh.
can I then like call it bullshit and it be okay? Because I understand that art is interpreted differently, but if it's not intended by the creator and someone interprets it
Sutara.
like very just pretentiously,
I don't know. The reason why I disagree with that is because there are some things like there's some like art forms especially that like are created to be like perceived by a multitude of people. I mean, like, think of Black Mirror, for example, right? Like, there's a lot of symbolism in Black Mirror, and like,
But it's also
sometimes
just a great show.
It's so
as well.
good.
It both has the symbolism, but it does the things necessary to use those. Like, to me, like at the UT Austin, we have a little like art. Oh God, what's the museum on campus? Sorry, hard. And like it's really cool. It's a modern art museum. A lot of it's really cool. But there's a painting up there that is a black canvas with a white stripe through it. That is like a $3.2 million painting. And to me, there is not enough. And like the description is long and pretentious. And like to me, there is no bigger level of bullshit than that. Like really, like I could literally put a black line with my pencil down a piece of paper, put like a popular name on it, and call it art. And like, is there a line? Because to
But
me,
you didn't, Aiden.
that is a line.
But you didn't.
I mean,
but you're right, I didn't.
This person did it first.
I mean, I can totally see like what you're saying too, but like I think, I don't know, like I'm just like, I mean, I feel like people have called me a hippie before because like I'm very like into like people should just like feel what they feel and like it's whatever, like, and they should be encouraged to feel what they feel, you know? So like so like I don't know, I'm all for like people finding their own meaning and stuff, and people also putting out work that is supposed to be open to interpretation. With the intention of it being open to interpretation. But I also agree that some people totally take advantage of that, and there's some stuff that's just like, this is garbage, and like objectively speaking it is. Like,
yes, I agree. Yeah, a lot of modern art kind of be like that. And it's because like I work in the artist's alley of Comic-Con. I work with you too. I like see people who put time and effort into an art piece with like intent and like trying to tell a story. And that's not to say that things that don't look like how I expect them to aren't art. But like you know, a piece of black canvas with a white stripe through it, bro. That's all it is. And you can't pretend to me like you had some big revelation one day and
the vision of
like
man.
years working on that.
Actually, no.
That just bugs me. Like fake pretension is.
I agree. People being fake in general is gross. That's why I like Cleo, because I feel like she's like a really good representation of that. You know, like
Lizzie,
she's just fake, and like
has
it's
anyone
so
seen
obvious that she's
H2O
fake.
and understands that?
H2O. Oh my god!
I haven't watched it.
That's why I keep saying Cleo. No.
Oh my lord!
No, Cleo.
Just exploded. That was.
I don't know. I just remember that it was
functions
a thing.
in obscure references. Like
I can't. Why have you watched H2O? You weren't like a second grade girl at one point.
My sister was, and that's my excuse.
Let's not discuss.
Were you simping?
We've already been over the fact that I was asked if I was gay a lot as a child.
All right.
From Gossip Girl.
I remember that.
Pretty
I
Little
weird
Liars. Okay,
Pretty Little Liars,
I've
though.
seen the Teen Wolf.
Kind of horrible, but like I watched the whole thing, and I'm not gonna lie.
I unfortunately watched the whole thing and still kind of loved it.
I mean, Hannah.
It loses me on season 3.
Season 6 was my favorite because that was the Dollhouse season, and like it was just a whole vibe.
Was it the last season, or was it 6?
No,
Joseph, our
7,
faces.
and 7 was horrible. But then there was all the weird stuff with Ezra, and that made me so uncomfortable.
I hate Ezra.
Yeah, everybody hates Ezra.
I too hate Ezra.
He's
the
so
main
creepy.
Ezra. I hate that guy.
I too hate Ezra from Star Wars Rebels.
Bro.
He's a pervert.
He is. He fucks children.
Oh, that's not.
I
okay.
love that Ezra.
I shouldn't say it like that. It's not like
that kind of.
He has sex with a minor.
Yeah, but like,
That-
Hannah.
that's
and
not
Caleb,
much better, though.
anyways, back to this show. We're not gonna talk about Hannah and Caleb, even though they were like.
But back to the matter at hand. So what do you say? Are you back in the band? Well, maybe if I could find my old leather, dude. We're getting the band
back together.
Why does it always come back to Phineas and Ferb?
Because it all is. Wait, it's all Phineas and Ferb.
It always has been.
Wait, I just remembered something about Pretty Little Liars that I haven't seen it in forever. Wait, but okay, Ezra knew the whole time. Spoilers for Pretty Little Liars. But,
It doesn't make sense that he knew the whole time. I'd like to point that out.
Nothing
literally
about
makes
that show
no
makes sense.
sense.
I mean,
Come on.
even like the part where like okay, I'm not gonna talk about Pretty Little Liars for this.
Lizzie,
No.
let's start a Pretty Little Liars podcast.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
No, you're not gonna force us to watch it for that for a
Bro,
podcast,
special dude you haven't 7-week run. It's a separate podcast. The dude you haven't seen Pretty Little Liars. We do each season a week,
Nope.
and then we'll go into Gossip Girl, and then Teen Wolf.
Sex and the City.
Yeah, I gave up by the time I watched the first episode of Gossip Girl. I was like, no, I'm not going down this rabbit hole.
I love Gossip Girl. I watched Gossip Girl in 6th grade to impress a girl that I liked, and then I ended up liking it, which is
Wait,
really unfair.
Aiden, can you like censor the name and tell me who it was? I'm very curious. Oh wait, you said 6th grade.
Yes,
Never
it's
mind.
the one. No,
that
no,
one.
It was 7th.
That
or
one.
8th. It was the one who went to my school. Yes.
Your school.
Yes, my high school. The blonde one, not tiny, short one that we all know. You know the tall, popular one? Blonde?
Just type it in the
Yeah,
the-
type
her mother taught at our school.
Wait, no, I don't know.
Why-
Why
don't
do you
remember.
not know this?
Just type the name.
You dumb hoe.
Just type the name.
Oh.
Wait, hold up.
It's
Oh,
in the chat.
right.
You
Her mom
dumbelinas.
Her mom didn't. Her mom. Oh, did she?
Yeah, no, she did.
Oh, I
my
must have
high school, I think. Actually, I lied to you.
So much. This is so much.
So much history.
Yo, this
So
is
much
like
that
this is
listeners
like
are not hearing.
this is like our Clone High right now. Like all of this drama.
Oh my god, I've known these two gentlemen way too long.
Way too
Be
long.
Like that.
Literally way too long.
I'm so sorry that you've known me for that
Lizzie,
long.
I've known you too long.
You know.
I know.
You know what's
I
really.
can't believe how long I've known
Man,
you.
these
Way
like
too
3.5
young.
months, and I'm just like, I'm done. I can't.
You know what's a little bit funny but kind of sad.
What?
Our classmate who
My life?
passed. The most vivid memory I have of our classmate who passed is him talking about that girl's ass, and I feel so bad that that's one of my most clear memories of him, and I.
I don't think I
know
have a comment.
Exactly what you're talking about,
Yes,
which is
'cause you were
really
there.
unfortunate.
You were there.
But that's not. I mean, that's not my most vivid memory of him, but I do know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I think that's one of my most vivid memories of
yeah.
him. Anyways, episode 4, my turn, because we still have 9
Yo,
episodes.
yeah, episode 4.
Christ, we're on a
Clone
pod.
We might have to
Clone High.
split this one. We talked way too much. Anyways,
No,
Yeah,
we're splitting it. We're
Okay.
100% splitting it.
okay, thank God. Okay, so oh no, it's a sitcom. There wasn't enough lap tracks, so never mind. It wasn't a sitcom. Oh, dude, I had this huge revelation in this episode. Genghis Khan is special ed because he raped so many women. It fucked with his gene pool. That thought just blew my mind as to why the same way Marie Curie is fucked up.
That's the meme.
Right.
Yeah, because of her.
Well, I got that
radiation.
joke.
Yeah. But this one, he's so fucked up because he raped so many women. That is so MTV and MTV only. And I feel like only an MTV comedy would point that out. Anyway,
Did they bring attention to that?
no, I just
No,
had
they didn't bring attention.
no, I
Because
just
because I'm like, I
Literally
didn't
just
get
brought
that.
attention to it.
Yeah.
Right,
Wait, can I be real though? Like to take this from a Jordan perspective, it makes sense from the Mary Curie version because that
Right.
would have altered her gene pool
Right.
from whatever time they took it from her.
Yeah.
But like Genghis Khan,
Right.
while
Yeah.
fitting, doesn't make sense.
that's what I put
because
here. Yeah,
His actual genes would be really
Right.
fine.
exactly. That's what I.
Oh,
That's why
but
I
that's
put. That
besides
doesn't
the
make
point.
sense scientifically since he's a clone, but I'll roll with it. I thought that was
but
funny.
like fuck men, I guess. So like yeah. Gang.
You have a girlfriend. You don't need to. You don't need to be hyper feminist. Anyways,
Yeah, but like a lot of men are trash, so like they'd be like
men ain't shit. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, my notes. I felt like do you guys think Gandhi going through multiple near-death experiences is a multi-layered joke about the real Gandhi? I had that passing thought,
maybe?
but I didn't
Wait,
want to dwell
was
on it
this-
too much.
Jordan, there's too many wrinkles in your brain. You're thinking way
I
much
mean,
harder
I
than
wouldn't
am.
put
My
it
brain's
past
moved.
them. There is like in like the first episode, there's like a point where like Gandhi does finger guns at like JFK and JFK flinches, and people have interpreted that as a joke.
Yeah.
So like I wouldn't put it past the show, but also that did not come to mind.
Yeah. Anyways, that was just a thought that came to my head, and yeah, the Sigmund Freud joke was literally the funniest joke in the entire show for me. I was belly laughing. And yeah, that's it. Episode 4. Episode 5. Or Joseph, actually.
Wait, did Aiden give his thoughts on episode 4?
I did.
Yeah.
I started.
Oh, you did. Okay.
You forced
I know,
Aiden to start.
we went way off on that. I have
Yeah,
a
we
question
went on
that
a
has
tangent.
nothing to do with this. Is that okay?
What's up?
Sure.
Dude, we're splitting the episode. Big deal.
Hypothetically, if Elon Musk does, as I predict, become the world's first Bond villain and creates a Thanos-like catastrophic event, are y'all down? Because, like, honestly, kind of down with it.
I mean, if
With him being a James Bond villain?
Yeah, like if he gives me like, if he can give me like a solid like speech about why his Thanos-like plan would work, I fucks with it.
I don't know if I'd be down for that.
I support Elon Musk, bro. Elon Musk is a national treasure. I'm
That's Nicolas Cage, Aiden.
Isn't Elon Musk dating somebody famous?
He's married to somebody famous.
married,
Yeah, who is
Because
it?
remember
They
they have
have
a
a
kid.
child.
Child
Named
whose
XAE12.
name is a robot or something.
It's
XJ9.
bothered me that I can't remember who he's married to.
I don't know. I don't know who
this
they
man
are.
got bored one day and was like, I'm gonna put a fucking tunnel under the city, and to pay for that, I'm gonna sell flamethrowers. And then I just want to put my car in space because I can.
I remember that. I remember when all that stuff was happening, and then I found
Elon
out
Musk is a legend.
he was a James
Wait.
Bond villain,
Crazy.
and I'm like, that's cool.
He is a James
Kinda
Bond villain, and he's kind of
incredible.
insane.
Wait.
I love it.
Oh my god, it wasn't a meme? He actually named his kid XAA12?
I know. That's what I thought. I thought it was
Yeah, you didn't know that?
It was
I was
like...
like, that's
He, like,
100% a
pronounces
joke.
it- Neither him nor his wife pronounce it the same.
That's gonna be confusing.
kinda
I feel
great,
so
right?
bad for that child.
That child's parents
I'm
are
excited
Elon
to
Musk
see
and
that
whatever
child
unnamed
grow up.
celebrity.
I
is his wife.
forget who the celebrity is.
She's like an
Tallulah
Italian
Riley.
pop singer, and her
Tallulah
music
Riley.
is crazy.
Tallulah Riley. But Tallulah
It
Riley...
makes no sense.
But
I've
she's
watched it at work.
Wait, Tallulah Riley's an actress.
Tallulah Riley.
Are you talking about a different wife?
Wait,
Yeah, she's a
Is
British
that-
actress.
Yeah.
what? I don't know anything
might not be the
about
person I
Elon
think it is.
Musk.
Yeah, you might be thinking of a different wife.
Wait.
I think of many wives at all times.
My man.
That's not true. I think of all my husbands, though.
Too many
Oh, he was
boyfriends.
married to Justine Wilson.
Yeah, like I
Is that
read
her
him.
name?
I'm learning a lot
Just-
more about Elon Musk than I ever cared to.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Dude You Haven't Heard About Elon Musk.
Yes.
Okay, back to the. We should
So
probably
cool
talk-
and
yeah.
high. Real quick on episode 4, I liked how Abe like thought he was making something super deep when really his film was just
Long
a
and
giraffe
boring.
that was a stand-in for himself. That giraffe was me, Joan.
And who
I
was
thought
the
that
little
was really
girl?
And who was the little girl?
Good night, Joan. Good night.
I thought that was stupid and dumb and funny, but
I
outside
hate
of that,
Abe.
I think most people do.
Ugh, I have feelings.
Abe
but I
reminds
didn't
me
meet
of
him
the
until
main
last
guy
episode.
from that 70s show. What's his face?
I'd never watched
I've
that
never
70s
watched
show.
this.
Oh, I love that 70s show, and Hyde is the only good character. But the main character of that 70s show is kind of like a whiny bitch the whole time. He's basically like Luke Skywalker from episode 4, but for like 8 seasons.
Ugh.
Wait, what did you say, Lizzie?
Uncle Ben.
I said something? I don't
I think
remember.
you did.
Oh, I said I didn't hate Abe until, like, for real, until the last episode.
Yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that, but I
Yeah.
also have thoughts on that.
What a cook, bitch.
But
Episode 5,
okay,
the PXJT's one.
my favorite part in this episode is when Gandhi goes, "I'm gonna be a trucker," and his mom goes, "I'm gonna hang myself."
Just totally deadpan. I'm going to hang myself.
Like, she just
I've
stands
made
up.
a really big decision with very little information.
Let me see. Oh, and I wrote this in my notes. I appreciate the fact that this episode is about sleep deprivation, and I'm watching this at around 3 a.m. And then, I really liked Butler Bot being jelly of like the testing robot and like cursing the whole episode.
Oh yeah,
that was
that's
like kind
so
of funny.
So funny.
I
Oh,
also
Mr.
liked how he got
Botletron.
jealous of Cyber Pooch later on as well, but I
He's a
thought it
little
was
jealous
funnier
boy.
the first time with the he's like, yo, the principal is my master. But that's so weird. Anyways, but the big
Dagnabbit.
the testing robot jealousy was pretty funny. But yeah, I'm gonna be a trucker. I'm going to hang myself was probably very good. It was my I couldn't finish that sentence.
Very good.
I took one note.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lizzie.
I'm done.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm complete.
I'm sorry. I'm like hyper like interrupting today. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
I have technically 2 notes, but one note that I wrote down because I wanted this to be the only note. And it just says coffee slurp. I fucking just the truckers.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why that gave me so much serotonin, but like every time he slurped his coffee, I was taken to another dimension. Like I don't know what was going on. This is also the nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys, and it was great.
And then flips over.
And then he flips over. His car just flips over. It's so stupid. Episode's okay. Like it's not bad. I don't know. Like there's really funny moments in it, but overall it like feels like the plot is obviously generic. I don't know what I didn't 100% like about it. I just didn't 100% like this episode. But I really liked the trucker moments with Gandhi, and I'm
calling absolute bullshit on the he was actually dead the whole time thing with the.
Well, I think that was the
Gandhi's
point.
Floating in air.
Like yeah, like he's remembering it, and he's just like on the highway.
I love that.
Strongest. Oh yeah, and my only other noteworthy note is that a robot fart is a dubstep wub, and that's it. That's it. That's episode 5. I didn't have any other particular thoughts. It was again generic, and again Abe's an idiot. Again, like I literally.
Correction, Abe's a simp.
Yes.
Idiotic simp. Like a
but like to a not great degree.
Yeah, he got his degree from like ASU or something. Like
I did like it was a stupid joke.
Aiden, we have a friend that goes to ASU.
Yeah, we do.
I don't know the school. I just appreciated the joke.
It's just Arizona that has bad school. Haha, funny, easy to get into. That's all it is.
Okay.
It's not bad. I was just joking. I apologize. I was not really throwing shade.
Shout out to ASU.
I wouldn't go that far.
Jesus.
Existence acknowledged to ASU.
There was this stupid joke where like Joan goes to check on Abe and the window's open and then it pans and he's like busted through the wall instead of going through the window, which I thought was a stupid joke and I liked. There was the joke. Oh wait, no, that wasn't this episode. Never mind.
That was last episode. Or that was the ADD episode when he throws the thing through the window.
No.
There was like
Abe
like sneaks out and there's like a sneaks out.
Right.
I definitely thought you meant Gandhi. Sorry.
No, because they were like, Abe, you gotta sleep, and then Abe's like, okay, I'm gonna sleep, and then he sneaks out, but instead of going out the window, he like breaks through the wall, which I thought was a stupid joke, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, no, I don't have a whole lot that wasn't already said.
My cat is trying to break into my door right now, and it's really terrifying because I see the doorknob slowly turning down, and I can see his little fucking shadow from outside, and it looks like the Lucky Charms leprechaun is about to bust in, and it's kind of terrifying.
He's gonna open the door and he's gonna be holding a gun.
Probably.
And then that's how the podcast is gonna end. Episode 6, Homecoming, a shot in the dark.
Okay. One of my favorite things ever happened in this episode. I loved this because I have a weird sense of humor. And it was when Gandhi kidnaps the mascot and unzips it and all of its organs fall out.
I love that.
It was beautiful. I loved it. It also reminded me of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Yeah, that was the
It's
second
been genetically modified with a zipper.
Yeah, this show kind of frequently reminded me of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, and I'm not certain why. I mean, like, obviously there are some like things that are clearly
jarringly
but,
gory.
Like, I was like, I actually, the gore in this show, like the bloody scenes, like it made me uncomfortable. Like I was
it got really
like,
gory, and I didn't remember that.
Yeah,
especially
I was, like,
Ponce's death. Oh my!
Oh yeah,
that was disgusting.
There was like a trigger warning in front of that episode.
Like I was genuinely disgusted. Also, the other thing that I really liked about this episode was Cleo when she starts simping for Joan, but like Joan is like John or whatever, in like her like mustache ensemble. I thought that
it's just a mustache and a backwards hat.
Yes.
And then JFK starts questioning his sexuality.
Yes.
Yes. And also, the backwards hat made her head like round, and I don't know why, but that made me happy. Because like the design of her head bothered me, and then like in this
so
episode,
offensive.
One corner of her head always has like no hair, but there's no like level to her hair. It's just, it's annoying, Lizzie. I hate that too.
It was annoying.
Stylized.
Yeah, but it bugged me.
Weird.
So I appreciated that in this episode she had like a round head. That's a weird thing to enjoy. But those are my thoughts.
Enjoy me a good round head sometimes.
BJ joke. Those are rare on this podcast. Hasn't happened since El Dorado.
I mean, I didn't even mean it like that, but
I didn't take it as that, but I can see how it was taken like that.
Was I the only one that took it like that?
I think so.
I guess so.
Two gay dads. Can I watch Will and Grace with you? But honey, you always go up and watch sports. I'm thinking of changing channel.
It's so stupid.
That was so funny. With a passion. I also loved DNA Dan. I don't know why.
DNA
funny.
Dan.
Their stupid mascot.
The rival school was basically just Nazis.
Yes, I love the moment when Scudworth is like, all right, we'll make the bet. He's like, last year you lost your firstborn son, and he's like, how is Dan doing?
Yeah. That was funny.
And he's like, this year we'll do each other's laundry for a week. He's like, let's raise the stakes. I agree. My son is worth less than a week of dirty laundry. I make a lot of laundry in a week.
I do not care to know any more than that.
I just meant because I work at Sandwich Shop.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of
not
clothes,
cum rags.
do you want your t-shirts back, Aiden?
I didn't have anything to wrap the mic in. I'm so sorry. I sent you the ones that like don't wear. I sent you the ones that have been sitting in my like drawer forever. That's why I didn't have anything to wrap them in.
You didn't get bubble wrap.
That would cost money. Nah, you can just like throw them out. I don't give a fuck.
It's so funny.
Give them to Goodwill or something.
You just
they're like I think one's like a lacrosse shirt and the other one's like a school. What are they? It's a lacrosse shirt and like a school
like a shirt and
PE
like a CrossFit or something.
Yeah, that was my PE shirt from school.
I opened the box and I was like, "Is this mine?" Like, you wrapped them in t-shirts.
You're welcome.
I was like, Lizzie could use a wardrobe upgrade. I might help right now. It's fine.
I was so confused. We're like, Aiden, do you want your t-shirts back? I'm like, why do you have Aiden's t-shirts?
I kind of got confused for a second. Too. I was like, Lizzie, why do you have my t-shirts?
I'm so sorry. I couldn't phrase that.
Now the whole podcast knows I said Lizzie, you may do with my t-shirts whatever your heart desires. I don't care. That's why I sent them, is because they were ones I could throw away.
I could have phrased that so much better. I'm sorry.
No, it was perfect. I think you phrased it perfectly.
I agree. Oh my god. Who's next?
Me.
Okay, Jordan, go ahead.
So when the episode started, I was extremely upset at myself that I didn't notice that one announcer guy didn't have a mic. I was very upset. He's like,
Me too!
and I've been talking to my hand. I'm
He's
like,
holding it.
how did I not see that? I was so upset. Anyways,
I think that was the point. They got us all, bro.
I know, but like me, I noticed the dumb little shit. Anyways,
That's true.
Yeah, the Gesh principal is just Doug Dimmadome with a smaller hat. That's what I wrote.
I thought it was Colonel Sanders.
I believe it. Hey, speaking
No,
of,
Doug Dimmadome's not a Nazi.
speaking
He's
of,
a family fun man.
I have a Kentucky Fried Chicken Colonel chocolate chip cookie.
That's epic.
Anyways, and then I put JFK as low-key bi ? And that's it. That's all I got.
Nice.
He had a whole crisis, and then when he realized it was Joan, he was like, "Okay, cool, I'm straight."
But this episode also low key shows that he liked Joan. Like he had been I mean, he's attracted to everybody, but like he was like low key attracted to Joan, like specifically.
But I mean, like he was trying to like have sex with Joan like from episode 1. Like in episode 1, he was like, "Oh, you drunk enough to have sex with me yet?" And then she like kicks him.
Yeah.
Can we real quick just acknowledge the fact that Genghis Khan walked by her in the
Oh yeah, they forgetting like cinder block sound
and
effect.
the cinder block sound effect from his monster cock, and I just that got me. That was such a dumb joke. I am a 12-year-old. That made me laugh.
It gave an Asian dude a monster cock. That doesn't happen. This is tear laughing. I'm crying on the inside. Anyways, yeah, that's all I've got about episode 6. No particular thoughts.
What about the part where Joan reveals that she's a girl, and then like there's like a dolphin on the team, and he's like, "I'm an animal," and like it was. I feel like it was like because they like specified that they were like, no girls or animals are allowed to play on the boys' team. And then, like,
why do I not remember?
You don't remember that? And then, like, Joan reveals that, like, she's a girl, and then the principal's like, all right, I forget what, like, historical figures he names, but he's like, you're in. And then it's, like, a dolphin, and the dolphin takes off a mustache.
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember that?
I didn't see it. Like, I did not know this either.
I don't remember.
What? I swear I didn't hallucinate that moment.
Hope that you did.
No!
Because then we have a lot else to explore.
It's definitely a joke that's in there. Maybe it wasn't a dolphin.
Have you been smoking raisins, Joseph?
We're not on that episode yet. And no, I haven't.
Sundials, solar beams, Luca, California's finest, all for you to smoke. I like your funny words, Magic Man.
I hate you.
I love saying that. I love his voice. It's really fun.
It is fun.
So many other people. So yeah, I think that's we're gonna call it there. This is gonna be a 2-parter because we started talking too long, which I don't know why we haven't realized.
Wait, we're not gonna just keep going and then split it?
It happens all the. No, I think we should record tomorrow if anyone has time. Yeah. We'll discuss this after we close the podcast.
Yeah.
Yes. So join us. Are we gonna post it the same week? I guess we'll figure that out. Join us next time. On
Dragon Ball Z.
As we conclude.
it's do 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 do.
You did the John Cena song.
Yes, but no, the Dragon Ball Z one is do 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 do. That is the John. That's not the fuck. It's the Dragon Ball. Never mind. Ah!
Anyways, join us next time when we finish Clone High. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Do we do the Craig bit? Or
Yeah, do you want to ask Craig his opinions? Because I
Craig,
like
what are your opinions?
Now recording. Shh.